How are you? Hope everybody's fine. And let's start with our English class. Today, yesterday I told you that we have completed our lesson, the reported speech, yeah? And I have sent a few exercises. Please do that and come do it in your grammar notebook. And then I'll be sending you the answers so that you can check, alright? So, today we're going to start with letter. Now, I told you in my previous class that we have completed our grammar portion. So in the grammar portion only, now letter and article writing is left. That's it. So after these two, I'll just in letter, I'm going to teach you the format of letter, and I'll be giving you four letters, different kinds. All right. Now you have to write all the letters in your grammar notebook. Okay, all of you. Learn those letters properly, the format and how the body is going to be, and it will help you in making other letters also related to that. You can make a few changes, but you'll know what the format is. Okay, so let's start with formal letter. Now you know there are two kinds of letters. Basically, there are formal and informal, but we are not going to do informal letters. We are doing formal letters, and in formal letters, we are going to have four kinds of letters. One, complaint letter. Then you have the inquiry, where you write letter for inquiring about something that I'll tell you about. Then placing an order, when you have to place order. It can be for stationery, it can be for furniture, it can be for different items, even for hospital, you can have for hospital items. So we'll have that letter, and then last we have the letter to the editor. Alright. So in each of the category, I'll be giving you one letter each. So that way you'll have four letters. Alright. So the format you'll be having an example of how to write a letter. So that will help you out. Alright. Learn the letters, please. The format, see children, the format should be correct of the letter, because each and everything in the letter has marks. Okay. The mark distribution, I'll tell you afterwards how the mark distribution will be there for the letters. Alright, so that you can know. Remember, you have to learn the body, you have to write the body very properly and how to write. Okay, let's start. So the first kind of letter we're going to do is, we'll start with complaint letter. Now, complain to whom? As the word suggests, complain. So you're complaining about a problem. Alright, it can be to municipality, municipal corporation. If supposing your roads in your area are not proper, so you can write on that. A letter can be on that. You can even write a complaint letter to a shopkeeper or a showroom, where your item, whatever you've bought, is defective. So that way you have. You also can write to police commissioner, regarding supposing we have a very common letter, which is the nuisance of loudspeakers. So we will be writing a complaint letter. Okay. Now the format for formal letter is the same, whether it be a complaint letter, whether it be an inquiry, or a letter to a editor. Okay. So but you should know, first thing, whatever you start writing should be always on your left hand side. Okay, everything will be on your left hand side. It will be coming one after the other. The format before, it was some things are here, some things are on the right, something are on the left. But now it's become very easy. Everything comes on the left. Alright. Now the first thing you write in a letter is what? This you have done again. first thing we write is our address. The person who is writing, that is we. Supposing many times in the question only, they give you your identity. They'll tell you who you are. And so according to that, you have to write your address. For example, if I see, they have written over here, okay, yes, I'll take up a letter where we can write about, we'll write the same letter and, okay, yes. Now it is, you are, that we have, you remember we have done it in 9th also. So they have already given you identity. So you are Arun or Aruna, and they have also given you your address of 165 Civil Line, Agra. They have given the address. Okay. So if they have given who you are and they have given your address, so you have to stick to that address. You have to write that address. You cannot write whatever you like. If supposing they haven't given who you are and they just write a letter to so and so regarding this problem, there you have to write, you can make up your own address. Okay. Now here they have given, as I told you, they have given your Arun, or if you are a boy, you're Arun, if you are a girl, you're Aruna, and they have given your address. So they have given 165 Civil Lines, Agra. Okay. And they have written that you are in charge of LMB school, LMB public school, alright, Agra, and you have ordered, you are giving an order. You had ordered Bansal book Bhandar, and they have given the address of that particular shop, alright, where you had placed an order. And the problem is, on receiving the books, you had placed an order for the books. And now, when you have received the books, you are shocked to see that there are some damaged books. You are very disappointed, and you find the books are damaged. And now you have to write a letter to this Bansal Book Bhandar complaining about the damaged books. Understood? Now I'll be sending you this letter. Alright, I will be giving it to you. So you can just copy it down. Alright. So I'll just explain first what you have to write. Alright. Now in a letter, the first thing I told you, what comes is your address, the person who's writing the address. Now writing the address, right? Please do not write your name. You don't have to write Arun or Anura or whatever. You don't have to write. You have to write your address. Okay. Now here they have given 165 Civil Line, Agra. Okay. And you are in charge of LBM school. Alright. So you can write the whole address if you like. That is 165 Civil Lines. Yeah, you can write that. If you can start with right here. Now here is your margin. So you write over here 165. What they are given? Yes, 165 Civil Lines. Yes, Civil Lines, LBM Public School, Agra. Understood? This is your address. Now what you can do is, now there is a little, there can be changed. If you want, you can omit this part also. But if you write it, better for you. Alright, because there won't be any mix up. You will not get confused. Okay, whatever is given, write that. So you have your address. Now this is the address. Then you will leave a line. Alright. Now before, you must have studied that first your address comes, then the person, then the one whom you are writing to. Alright, that address comes. But now there is a change in the format. Alright, first your address comes, then comes the date. Now nobody will write DATE and then write the date. No, this is wrong. You should not mention DATE. You have to just write simply the date. Now, again, date should not be in this form. This is going to be wrong. Alright. For always remember, the date should be in this format only. That is 4th. This month is November. You have to write the whole month and no short forms please. And then 2020. Is that clear? Now this is very, very important. Okay. This part is very important. You have the date. Alright. First remember how you will learn. You will learn the writer's address or my address. You can write as my address so you will not get confused. Then leave one line. Date. Date should be in this format only. Please. Alright. You cannot write 4-11. That is going to be wrong. Marks will be cut. Okay. Each and every thing has marks in the letter. Alright. When if you write your address wrong, marks will be cut. There are certain marks kept for the address, so that you have to be careful about. Okay. So remember this. This is because I'm keeping on reminding you about the date. The reason being, many children make this mistake. Alright. They will not write the date in this format. So you have to write the date in this format. Your month should be written in words. Alright. So 4th November 2020 or 5th. You will write 5th November 2020. Okay. Then you leave one line. Now children, please do not draw this line. This line I am drawing only for show telling, just to make sure that you have to leave the line. Alright, just leave one line. See, marks will not be cut for this if you are not leaving line. The only thing is, it makes it more clear. Alright, it is more readable. They will not get confused. Okay, nothing will be missed. If you write address, then leave a line and then write date and then leave a line. That way they know, okay, this is address, this is... If you write one after the other, only when you are writing the address, then you will not leave line one after the other you write. But once the address is over and you are writing the date, then you will leave line. That shows it's very easily read. Okay. Otherwise, it will be all hodgepodge. They might get confused, they might think that you have missed out the address or the date. Alright, so when you are leaving lines, that gives more neatness and clarity while reading. Okay, so you have your address, then you have the date. After that, you write what you will write. You will write the person whom you are writing to. Now, here I told you, they have told that you had received, yes, you had ordered books from Bansal Book Bhandar, and they have not written whom to write. Now, naturally, it's a normal tendency and understood thing that when you are writing a letter, you are writing a complaint letter, it has to be to the manager, right? It is very to the authority you will write, right? To a person who is the boss over there. Now you can not write boss, right? So you have to write the manager. Now please do not write to and from and all. That is old format. We do not write to and from. Okay. So now we are writing after leaving line. You write the manager. All right. The manager, and then you will write the address which is given. Yes, that is Bansal Book Bhandar, Alright, Bhupandar, and they have given new colony. Yes, so you write that. New colony. Up. Understood, clear? Yes. After doing this, after writing address, give your address, date, and then the person whom you're writing to. Remember, children, many students, they forget to write the manager. So please don't forget that. This is very, very important. Okay. After writing the manager and writing the address, you again leave one line, and then what is it? Then you write subject. In a formal letter, subject is very, very important. Now, when you're writing subject, subject is, what are you writing? What is this letter about? Okay. So, subject, here you will mention S-U-B-J-E-C-T, subject, and you will put dash and write what the subject is. What is the letter about? That is also going to be given. It is already given in the question. What is it? It is where they have written, you have complaint, write a letter. They have written, write a letter of complaint to manager. Now here they have written manager, to the manager about the problem, and then so there you will write. Now subject is what? Complain about the supply of damaged books. You have to make it into a single sentence, a short single sentence. Remember that. Understood? It should be like a summary what you're writing about. You cannot write letter to the manager for, no, you cannot write like that. Okay, what is this letter? It is a complaint letter. So it is a complaint. So what are you complaining about? Complain about. And here you can change the language. Alright, you can change the way you write. Okay, the only thing is you have to be careful that it should be a short sentence, not a 2 or 3 lines. Subject cannot be like that. Subject should be, it is a summary of the letter. What is the letter about? Just by reading that line, the person should understand what is the letter about. So you write just complain about the supply of damaged books. Understood, everybody? After writing subject, you write salutation. You leave one more line. What is salutation? Now we don't know when we used to mention respected sir, dear ma'am, that kind of thing. Now we do not use respected and all. We just write sir or ma'am, whatever you like, ma'am or madam, whatever. That sir or ma'am you can write, because you might not be sure whether the manager is a girl or a boy. So you can write sir, ma'am. And then again after sir, ma'am, again leave one line, and then you start with the body. Body is the matter, the letter. Alright. Now formal letter should be very precise, to the point. Alright. You should not beat around the bush. This happened and that happened. No. What is your problem? You will mention that directly. Alright, because nobody has time in the offices and all, nobody has time to read a long letter. So formal letter should be precise and to the point. They have given that the word limit is given. Alright, 100 to 150 words. So you should know how to write that. Now when you're writing formal letter, you have to even remember better. It's usually 3 paragraphs. 3 paragraphs means 2 lines starting, just to have to point out what the problem is. Then second, you have 4-5 lines. Second paragraph will be 4-5 lines that will explain the whole problem. Alright, and then the last paragraph of 2 lines again, 2 or 3 lines, that is the closing. Understood, everybody? If you remember this way, it'll be easier for you. Alright? So remember always, whenever you're writing a letter, just remember 2 or 3 lines. Your letter should not be excessively long. Alright? So you have 2 or 3 lines starting. Keep it 2 or maximum 3 lines, not more than that. Then you have 4 to 5 lines explaining the problem, and then again closing of the letter. You have again 2 lines. Alright? After you write the body, after you finish with the body, alright, last you have what? You have the after closing, you will be writing. You leave again 1 line after the letter is over. Then you write yours faithfully or yours sincerely. Alright? Nobody will write your obediently and all. Please do not write that. You are not, when you are writing complaint letter, you are not obeying that person. So, this obedient and all you write basically to principal or your teacher. Understood? So please do not write that. Only you have to write either your faithfully, your sincerely, alright, and please don't even write for your friendly and your this and that. Your lovingly. This is not this, these words are wrong. Okay? So just remember 2 of them. Sincerely or sincerely or your faithfully. And then you write your name. Name should be in a formal letter. Your name should be full name. Alright, if they have given single name, you can write single name. If they have given full name, write full name, and last you have your designation. When you write in the end, I'm talking about, that will be also over here. So yours faithfully, and then you leave a line and you write your name. Supposing they had given Arun, they had given Arun, and then what is your designation? If they have given the designation, alright, that what is your post? Designation means what's your post? You will mention it over here. Understood, everybody? So supposing your supervisor, so you can write supervisor. If you're store in charge, you can write store in charge. Okay? So according to that, you have to write. Clear? Now this is the format of your letter. Is this clear? I'll explain to you again. The first thing comes, what comes? Your address. Okay, the person who's writing. So that will be given in the question. Everything's written. Remember, in letter, most of the things, all the things are already given in the question. You have to just elaborate it and write. That's the only thing in the letter. A letter is very easy to write. Okay, it's the most easiest thing to write. Because it's written in your object. The only thing is be careful with the grammatical mistakes and all that thing. Form the sentences properly. Alright, don't exceed the word limit. Alright, don't do that. So let's start. Again, I'll just explain this thing. First comes your address. It will be given in the question itself. Leave 1 line. Write the date. Date. Remember the format of the date. Okay. I don't want anyone making mistake in this. So your date should be always in this format. Alright. The month will be written in words full. No short forms. November, NOV or FEB, Feb, JN, Jan. That will be wrong. Marks will be cut. So please do not do that. And do not even put dash in the middle. Some of you do that. It's wrong. You never write like this. Have you ever seen anybody writing like that? No, nobody writes like that. So simple. Your address, your date. Then you leave line. After that you will write the address of the person whom you are complaining to. So remember, the manager is very, very important. You have to mention whom you are writing to. So the manager. Please do not write to and from. Alright, please do not write that. We do not write now that anymore. That was before. It's an old format. After writing the address of the person whom you are writing to, whom you want to complain, then you leave 1 line again. Then you have to write the subject. Subject is what? Subject is what is the letter about. Okay, it should be, subject should always be a short one line. That's it. It should be in one line. Not more than that, not 2-3 lines. Alright, the subject should be short and it should be the summary what the letter is about. Understood everybody? After writing the subject, you again leave one line and give the salutation. Salutation means sir, ma'am. It's easier for you now. No respected, no dear, no nothing. So you don't have to remember that what to write. Just mention sir. You can write / ma'am if you want. Otherwise, you can write sir itself. Then you leave one more line and you start the letter. Yes, one more thing. When you're writing the letter, because it's here, it is the place is on there, so I'm just showing you on the spot. See, children, when you're writing sir, alright, sir or ma'am, alright, if you're writing like that, and then you leave line, yeah, you left line, correct? Please do not write from here. No, wrong. Marks will be cut. Okay, your format, this way it is old format. I told you everything should be in one line. So, when you leave a line, your letter should start from under this only, sir, in one line. So, nobody will write from here. Nobody will leave this space. You will start from here. This is to bring to your kind notice. You should learn the first line, how to start a letter. Okay, learn that. Do it, just learn that. That's better for you. It'll make it more easier. Alright. So remember, your letter should be, everything should fall in the same line. Understood? No, nothing here and nothing there. So when you write after leaving one line, under sir you will write, you start writing the letter. Letter should stick to the word limits. If they are given 100 to 150 words, stick to that. If it's 100 to 150 words, remember there should be 3 paragraphs. 3 paragraphs how? First paragraph will have 2 lines. Then leave the line 3 or 4 lines. That's it. Not more than that. After that leave and then closing. 2 lines. That's it. This is your letter. And then in the same line, nothing here, you have to write yours faithfully or sincerely, and under that you will write the name given. Don't, by mistake, don't write your name. Remember what is the name, what name is given in the question. So that only you have to write. After that, after your name, you will write your designation, or okay. So if they are given, alright. So this is the letter, what you have to learn. I will be sending you one letter, alright. Please write that letter in your grammar notebook, alright. So your first thing you have to write, whatever you have to write, I will be sending the notes, so that you have to write, just write formal letter, alright. And then you have, under that you can write complaint, inquiry. I will be giving that how to write that, and then you start writing the letter. I will be sending you one letter. Alright, I think this thing is clear. Again, I will be once again in my next class. I will be taking this letter again. Not the same letter. I will be taking another letter. Alright, I told you I will be sending you 4 letters. Okay, so I will be keeping on repeating the format. Alright, so with this, today's class is over. Thank you very much.